Blackberry take two. Let's go, America. What's up, Travis? Shadu here, back again with another video for you guys. And it should have been almost impossible to imagine or envision that such a gigantic company like Blackberry would become almost extinct in 2019. I mean, what is the reason for the death of such a big brand like Blackberry? And how did such a gigantic brand lose so many customers in just a matter of a couple of years? Well, in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys the reason behind the death of the Blackberry. RIP Blackberry. Let's dive right into today's video. Intro, baby. Ooh! One of the big reasons for the death of the Blackberry brand was the introduction or the invention or the announcement of the iPhone in 2007. Now, before the creation of the iPhone, smartphones were mostly known as this square type devices that you could browse the internet on that had these QWERTY type buttons. The Nokia Express Music smartphone had it, the Blackberry itself had it. Most smartphones at that time had this kind of button. And the reason why the iPhone was actually revolutionary is because the iPhone was the first ever smartphone that did not have this QWERTY type button. The iPhone just proved that smartphones did not need to have this weird button, and that you could actually control and use your smartphone by tapping it on the screen. So necessarily, the iPhone actually introduced the touch screen. So a lot of users actually, after using the iPhone, realized that, touching and controlling my phone with my fingers on the screen is a lot easier than having to press tiny buttons and keypads on my old smartphone devices. And because of the ease of use of the iPhone, a lot of people actually switched from Blackberry and all other smartphone brands to start using the iPhone. But funny thing is that the creation of the iPhone in itself did not cause the death of the Blackberry. What actually caused the death of the Blackberry brand was software. I know it sounds weird, but just give me a second, let me explain. So smartphones 10 years ago were actually measured by their inbuilt capacities and the strength of their hardware. But with the creation of the iPhone, and after the iPhone was invented, smartphones started being measured based on software. And one major and important part of software is application software. So Apple actually announced and released this App Store, which is pretty much Apple's application store, where iOS users or iPhone users actually have unlimited access, and sometimes paid access though, to a variety of apps. Apps ranging from video game apps to fitness apps to social media. I mean, a lot of apps were actually made available on this App Store. And the App Store actually provided a platform where software developers could actually create apps and just drop there and actually make money from creating apps that people actually use. That was actually amazing. So after some time, this Blackberry users started to realize that, we do not have as much access to apps and social media type stuff as much as the iOS users have because of the creation of this App Store. So when Blackberry users started to realize this, a lot of them started switching over because the apps that were available on the Blackberry and all other smartphones at that time were very, very limited. And the lack of application software is also one of the reasons for the death of the Nokia Lumia line of phones. Let's take, for example, an app like Snapchat. An app like Snapchat is not available till date on the Nokia Lumia line of devices. So a Snapchat user, if he or she is thinking about getting a new device, is not going to be thinking in the Nokia Lumia line because this application software is not available on that platform. So we started switching over to the iPhone because of its ease of use and also because of application software, variety of apps. So that was actually the reason for the death of the Blackberry brand. And now my question of the day is, my question to you guys is, do you think that Blackberry is ever going to make a comeback? I mean, do you think they can correct this mistake of relying so much on their brand and on their hardware and not thinking further in the smartphone game and correct all these mistakes and actually make a comeback in the smartphone game right now? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Blackberry is going to make a comeback? And that's it for this video as always. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to punch that like button, punch that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell icon so you will not miss out on any of my future uploads. And I will see you guys next week Friday, as always, in another video. Don't forget to drop the comments, so I'll be waiting for you guys. Drop the comment. Drop the comment, bro. Drop the comment.